This man was the most powerful man from Africa. The entire world believed he was next to God. A man who healed the blind, made the lame walk, and spoke with the authority of an angel. Thousands of people came from all over the world to touch his feet. I'm talking about presidents, billionaires, pastors, septics, and even the most powerful men in the world. Everyone wanted to have the glimpse of his power. But wait a minute. What if I told you that behind the fame, the powers, and miracles, there was a hidden secret? The same man would later be accused of sexual assault, multiple rapes, staged miracles, torture, forced abortion, and many other injustices. He manipulated the white people and turned them into slaves.
He will make sure that he will enslave them, that they will serve him.
He put them in a place they thought was heaven, but it was a prison in disguise. This is a story of Prophet T.B. Joshua, a man who was respected by the world.
Ladies and gentlemen, we have a new Netflix original. Except this one didn't make it to Netflix, because even Netflix said, "Nah, this is too fake for us." So apparently, Prophet T.B. Joshua, one of Africa's most influential men of God, was secretly a James Bond villain. Yup, that's the new conspiracy running around YouTube. They claim he enslaved white people, faked his own death, did rituals with fish and beard hair, and oh yeah, ran a secret prison disguised as a church. Like, bruh, can you people at least lie with style? They start off with that dramatic voice. This man was the most powerful man in Africa. Presidents bowed to him. Billionaires touched his feet. He healed the blind and raised the dead. But behind the scenes, hold up, did you catch that? They literally admitted the miracles were real. Blind people saw, the lame walked, the sick were healed. That's not a small thing. So let me get this straight. A man with power from God that changed millions of lives somehow, in your Hollywood mind, was just faking it all along. Bro, the logic is leaking like a cheap umbrella in rainy season. Next chapter of this fairy tale, T.B. Joshua enslaved white people, turned them into prisoners, and used them as TV props. Excuse me? First of all, Scone had visitors from over 120 countries. They came willingly, not by force. Do you really think people would fly from America, Asia, South Africa, and Europe, stay for months, and somehow none of them noticed they were in a so-called prison? And then they say, he made them naked, controlled them with fear, seized passports, blah, blah. Bro, are you describing Scone or Squid Game? Because the exaggeration is giving Netflix K-drama vibes. And my personal favorite, the ritual story. According to them, T.B. Joshua caught a fish, shaved his beard, cut some hair from his private part, stuffed it inside the fish, and threw it back in water. Like, what? Who even comes up with this? Even Nollywood village native doctors are watching like, nah, this plot twist is too unserious. Let's be real. If Prophet T.B. Joshua was some ritualist, explain why his church was full of Muslims, Christians, Hindus, and even atheists who came, got healed, and testified. Rituals don't heal HIV. Rituals don't make the blind see. Rituals don't build schools, hospitals, and orphanages for the poor. Try harder with your lies. Now let's get to the wildest claim. T.B. Joshua faked his own death. Seriously? My guy had one of the biggest funerals in African history. The Nigerian government, presidents from other nations, church leaders, millions of followers worldwide all paid tribute. You think that many people would stage a death and keep it quiet? So what? He's chilling in a secret island somewhere, drinking Fanta and laughing at us? That's what you people believe? If you're going to lie, at least make it make sense. They also say, he beat disciples, raped women, tortured people, forced abortions, blah blah. Now listen, I'm not here to pretend Prophet T.B. Joshua didn't have critics. Every man of God has. Even Jesus Christ was accused of being demon-possessed. But ask yourself, where are the proofs? Where are the police reports, the medical records, the court cases? For a man that famous, you think governments, enemies, and even jealous pastors wouldn't have exposed him if this stuff was true? Instead, what do we have? Just recycled rumors, interviews with angry ex-disciples who left church and decided to cash out with stories. My people, bitterness is not evidence. At the end of the day, the Bible says, by their fruits you shall know them. Look at the fruit of Prophet T.B. Joshua's ministry. Millions of testimonies, healings, charities, lives transformed. Meanwhile, the so-called accusers, what fruit do they have? YouTubers making money off his name with horror movie narrations. That's their fruit, clout and views. So, let me wrap this up. Prophet T.B. Joshua's life was not perfect. No man of God is. But this nonsense documentary? It's not journalism. It's entertainment. Pure banter. You can't erase legacy with lies. You can't cancel fruit. And no matter how you twist it, the life of T.B. Joshua will keep speaking louder than your made-up rituals, fake deaths, and Hollywood scripts. So next time you hear someone say, he stuffed beard hair in a fish, just look at them and say, my brother, that's not revelation, that's indigestion. Like, share, subscribe, because the truth deserves more views than the lies.